I'm back. Okay. Okay. Let's get this started. Alright, so. Okay, so. This is. I think a stream. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to start this. I saw a Bill Burr, commentary on superheroes, and I just, it was so true that I just, I just started laughing, and now I can't think. Cause I don't know. If I were a superhero, I wouldn't be depressed all the time. I mean, like, have you seen their girlfriends? Like, of course, Superman's got Clark Kent. No, Superman's got Lois Lane, and she's pretty foxy, I guess. But like, Spider Man, dude, Mary Jane. I mean, I don't know. With great power comes great responsibility. Yes, and I have a responsibility for the relationship. For this relationship. But the fact that he stay still went out to fight crime with Mary Jane at the house is just astonishing. I wouldn't have gotten any work done if my girlfriend were that hot. See, I feel like it's a blessing and a curse to have a girlfriend right now. It's a blessing because, hey, not only I'm kind of validated as like a being. It's like, hey, I'm attractive. You know, People are looking for me. I have some sort of value, but it's a curse because I want to be a professional commercial artist, and it's like it's gonna be hard when I'm you know you know it's gonna be hard when I'm eliciting Congress, eliciting intimate Congress all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like no, it's like see like have any of you watched Invincible? Because like you don't understand about like when it comes to Eve. Because like when Eve post Viltrumite War becomes thick. See, if I were Mark at this moment, man, I would have hung up the jersey. I would have just like, you know what, enough fighting, being a superhero, fighting Thrag. I mean, why would I want to do that when I have my future, when I have all of this, all of that, when I have my wife in front of me? Cause I gotta create a family. I gotta get married to this chick. You know? Why do that could just, you know, when I could just be a husband. And it's like, obviously, it's like, it's like, it's because, yeah, no, no. I'm not funny. I'm not funny. I'm not funny. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why I have 0 followers. All right, 0 viewers. Hmm. Batman with Catwoman. See, I don't know. I don't know why like this is why I don't like Tom King as a writer. He's like he wants so badly to be Alan Moore. I don't like him. I really don't fucking like him. It's like, and also I kind of question James Gunn, like basically like collaborating with Tom King all the time because it's like everything's gritty, everybody's an asshole, and you want to basically start off with hey, being kind is punk rock. Most of the people that Tom King writes are not kind. They're flawed to an insane extent. He deconstructs and gives no opportunity for reconstruction. I mean, like, I just, I like, quite frankly, I just like it's, I don't get it. I don't see it. It's kind of like Zendaya. Like, I have coworkers and male friends who harp all the time about how much they have the hots for Zendaya. And you know what? Fair enough. She's pretty, I guess. And like Lord knows, I'm not saying I'm better than Zendaya. I'm not saying I'm God's gift to women. I've been single for I've been single for I think I've been single for all my life for a reason. But I just don't see it. For the life of me, I can't really, I mean, it's I like a woman with some meat on her thighs, I like a woman, I like, I'm really into like power lifter chicks, or like, like thick women, like power lifter chicks, women with some extra, with some extra, cushion to them, you know, you know, not to come off as a perv, you know. I don't mean to be mean to. I don't mean to be antibody positive. That's just the type of guy I am, and she just doesn't do it for me. And that's the same with Tom King. I don't I don't really find his work to be all that great. Thematically, it just doesn't. Thematically, like character wise, it just doesn't do it for me. You know. And again, I shouldn't be talking. He's I don't know. I should. It's my opinion, but at the same time, it's like, you know, he's in the comic book industry, and I'm still figuring out what I want to do with my life. Cause I don't know. I kind of like comics, but I don't think I want to get in the industry. I want to do indie stuff like Ryan does. But at the same time, it's like, how am I supposed to do that if I can't get in the industry? And it's like maybe I'll be like Dave, where it's like I'll just do, you know, concept stuff. And it's like, are you sure? But it's not to mention that it's like the art industry, the entertainment industry is like in shambles. Like it's so hard to find a job. It's hard to find a job anywhere, honestly. And I don't know. I'm just pulling myself in all these different directions, and I don't know what to do. And I'm I just feel like I'm failing myself, and I'm pissing. And I also feel like I'm pissing the people that support me off. And it's not exactly a fun place to be in psychologically, you know. And like I'd go to my sister to vent, but she's going to college in a month, no, actually no, not a month, 2 weeks, and you know, I think that the next couple years are gonna be hard for me. And granted, I do need therapy. I feel like we're all we're all kind of fucked up in some way, and that we all need some kind of counsel. But it's like it's hard to basically like be all about that ethos, and then live in America, where essentially fun, they'd rather protect pedophile billionaires and protect the military industrial complex than actually like give us an avenue where we can improve our mental you know like it sucks. And so this is the closest thing I have to therapy, and honestly I don't know, I'm scared. I'm scared of lots of things. You know? I'm scared of not succeeding. I'm scared of failure, which is wild. The one thing I want is, I think, confidence. Confidence can, son of a bitch, change a lot in my life. I feel like if I could just get a little bit of confidence, then some things could change for me. But even that's intimidating to me because I don't know what that looks like. And I don't know. And every time I fuck up, I can't just accept it. I just have to apologize profusely. And it's like I'm afraid that it's like I've been working with children for 2 years, and well, it's like when it comes to children, it's like they're tiny dumb creatures, not creatures. They're basically tinier, dumber versions of us, and we're still dumb, but they're dumber, and they're sensitive, and how you raise them up impacts them very deeply. And I'm I'm fucking up all the time. Then again, lots of parents are fucking up all the time. But I know this, and I still fuck up. I fuck up when it comes to safety procedures. I fuck up when it comes to, watching the kids, you know? I fuck up when it comes to trying to bond with them. I either, get too strict or I get too loose. I'm afraid that I'll fuck up when it comes to, bonding with them, where it's like, I get too weird and obsessive, you know? And I don't want to do that because they're kids. And I'm 25. And it's weird. And it's sad. You know? I'm afraid that I'll fuck up where it's like the casual bonds that I have with these said children that come with watching over them could replace something that's, you know, that's healthier and more, you know, formative. You know, like a girlfriend, or you know, and I don't know. Part of me wants to make up for it with some things. For example, when I when these four, I think, I don't know, one, two, three, four. When these 4 weeks finally pass over, I want to learn how to drive. Well, because one, it's about time. I'm like 25, right? And two, I feel like learning to drive is the only achievable, like, say, only achievable, you know, benchmark. I'm not sure about benchmark, but landmark when it came to, you know, adulthood. Because so far, I feel like a lot of adults, you know, not a lot of adults, a lot of people my age, and then you know, they are adults. Kind of feel like, you know, it's like, you know, they're in this failure to launch stage in life. You know, and they feel a bit ashamed that they're not, you know, living up to the expectations that they've had for themselves. You know, not being able to, you know, not having a girlfriend or a house. And so far, a lot of these things, depending on like how things are right now, they're not exactly panning out good for some people. You know, people are afraid of getting into relationships because they're afraid of like becoming like another horror story, or it's like, you know, they're in this terrible relationship and they've been, you know, betrayed or cheated on or treated like shit or been abused. And I do have this fear too. I mean, I don't know. I hope I don't have this fear, because in the end, it's like I'll do the best I can, and if the shit happens, it's probably has something to do with me. She's probably just a shit person. I mean, it's still gonna hurt, but I don't know. I'd like to think that I'd have these systems. I have like some sort of like friendships or systems in play, or people that I'd call to make myself feel okay. especially after a traumatizing event such as that. You know, and I hope I don't, crash out too much. Because I don't like, cause like, sometimes I get these dark intrusive thoughts about, these scenarios where I catch a partner in the act of betrayal, and the thoughts get really dark. And I hope I don't do that because, well, hey, a temporary problem doesn't need a permanent solution, and that often lands you in prison. And when you're in prison, you know, when you're in prison, you often become someone. You become someone's new girlfriend. You know. It's like, yeah, it's like you walk up in the prison, and it's like, look, see it, boy. I likes you, and I wants you. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Choice is yours. Or like, it's like, God damn, boy, you want to see me? You want to see me look at you? And all that cake, and I couldn't get a slice. No, see, you're in here for 22 years. 22 years is a long time to know somebody. Oh, I want to get know you well. I want to know your hopes, your dreams, all your orifices. Like it just goes full Diddy on you. No, I hope I meet good people. I hope I meet people better than I am. Honestly, that's why I've been going to the Art Students League because I wanted to befriend people who are better than me at painting, so I can basically just like become become cool through osmosis. No, not cool, but become better. Maybe that's a problem. That's a Freudian slip. Become better through osmosis. I remember this. It's just no. It's for a very reason. There's this one student. Like she knew my old high school teacher, Mr. Weinstein, very well. Um, I tried to get to know her. Not on like on a I want to I want you to be my girlfriend type basis, but I just I liked her paintings a lot, and I thought she was really cool with like not in like a I don't know, not in a very perverse like I want you to be my wife kind of way, like more like in a I want to get to know you as a person, and it's like I want to like make new friends, and you're painting, you're like leagues above me in this painting shit, and it just didn't go well. Honestly, I think I have a problem when it comes to socializing, and it's still consistent. Yeah, also, I have a problem posting. Maybe it's tough people I kind of try to befriend. Some people are open, some people aren't. maybe no. Try blue. In long story short, I don't really think she likes me that much. I don't know what I did. Did I like? Am I slow? Like what? I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe we just don't vibe all that well. Which okay. I'm also scared about like student loan debt, and my parents and my sister like were like it's. I know it's like my parents and my sister tell me up and down not to like worry about student loan debt, and it's like yeah, but I don't know. I don't want to. I feel like I've been gypped. Okay, like I've been like I wanted to do this, and then I inherited a shitty job market, and I inherited like I inherited a shitty job market, and I inherited and student debt, and I didn't get the career that I liked. I still don't know what I'm doing with my life. I feel like it's like I went to the career counselor, and it's like pay your dues, and I don't know. I'm paying my dues, which is I'm paying this off, and I'm never speaking to you again. And I'm gonna go to Lightbox, and I'm going to essentially like talk to people, and I'm going to basically like see what I can do, see what I can make happen that way. You know. Apart from that, you know, fuck you. you know. It's always when I don't check that people show up on my screen. Isn't that frustrating? Hmm. Sorry, I'm on ArtStation. I'm just looking at the new sauce. Shit's peak. Man, these Chinese and these Russian artists, they're different. They're different, dude. And I'm looking at this. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh my God. This is essentially kind of like a thing I saw on Instagram where it's like Miguel O'Hara and someone Spider OC, and it's a woman. Man, you know what? Well, one thing I also noticed: women are also total gooners. They, like, goddamn, they're like, I don't. I matter of fact, the next time a woman judges me, I don't want her to say shit. Like I'm gonna look at her straight. It's like okay, look. I'm gonna look at her straight. I'm gonna look at her straight in the face. It's like okay, hey, I like women with big breasts and and uh, and uh and round buttocks. Okay, yes, you got me. Let's see your internet history. What true crime podcast are you listening to? What type of audiobooks are you listening to, bro? I'd like to know. Matter of fact, no. Let's put this up on Bluetooth, live for everyone. Let's go. What kind of demonic shit are you listening to? 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 I don't want to hear nothing. It's like draw this picture of myself as a spider person getting straddled by a 6 foot 5 tall buff Mexican man who spent an entire animated movie chasing down and harassing and assaulting an Afro Latino minor, a black minor. Yeah, no. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. No. You have no. Oh no. You have no leg to stand on, ma'am. It's not about this. You stop judging me for liking Sydney Sweeney. You stop judging me for liking Nia Long. You stop judging me for saving pics of Meg the Stallion. And Doja Cat. And I'll leave you and I'll leave you alone. Simple. Clean. And I can go back to my gross stuff, and you can go back to your gross stuff. And all's right with God. How about that? You stand here. You stand there. You stand there, judging me. Judging me. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. I'm often jealous of these characters, these fictional characters. Like I said, I don't know, I never really felt desirable. My mom tells me I'm handsome all the time, but, you know, of course you're gonna tell me I'm handsome. I'm your son. I'm literally like a one for one clone of the man that you love. And have had, you know, who you essentially uprooted your life for and started over in an entirely different country for and had 2 kids with. Like, you love this man. But I don't know. It's just, it's not the same with me, you know? It's like, I don't really think, I don't know. I don't, like, people tell me, it's like, hey, you'll find someone, and it's like, it's been 25 years. It's been 25 years. You'd think there'd be at least one, but no. And, you know, fair enough. I'm not entitled to intimacy, you know? I understand. But, I don't know. It's like marriage or having a healthy relationship has so many benefits. You live longer, you're richer, you know? It's like, I'm not afraid of women. I'm afraid of getting of the wrong woman, you know? Because if you attach your life for the wrong person, if you gamble and lose on the wrong chick, it's like you end up with one of these like Instagram cheating horror stories where it's like I gave my everything to this one chick, and then one day we went to a party, and then I walked in on her getting getting Eiffel Towered by two dudes. Like, it's like stuff like that, and it's like stuff that, like, it's like that makes you a GNC member. And by the way, I also like to go to the gym. I also like to get physically fit, but not just because like I went through like a horrible heartbreak. I hate that. Like, I don't know. I thought like you go into the gym because, well, it's like, hey, physical health is great. You know, it's like physical health is cool. You wanna? It's like it's a good hobby. It increases the quality of your life. You're less tired as you get older. You're less, it's like, hey, you don't have a beer gut like almost all the other men in your family. But no, it's essentially now the sanctuary to go to when you've been through a very toxic relationship or a horrendous breakup, and it's just sad now. But it's like that stuff like that where you end up being like a red pill podcaster, or just like a very heartbroken, just like hoodie, just staring into nothingness while just shaking your protein shake, lifter, powerlifting for ego, to repair the damage that this girl has done, you know, this girl who you thought was the love of your life, but you now realize that, it's like, you should have, like this, like you're mourning this relationship with a woman who you thought was the love of your life, but now you realize, like, it's like maybe you shouldn't have had that relationship with her. Maybe you should have like been a bit more patient. Maybe you should have, you shouldn't have gone on more than 3 dates with this woman, you know. Hmm. But that's not here nor there. I'm just venting, you know. Another news. Hey, you hear that thing with Trump and the Epstein list? Oh, that shit's so funny. Oh my god. The MAGA base is having like a total fucking meltdown. And it's like a lot of these like Trump supporters are like, oh, this isn't what I voted for. Oh, he lied to me. It's like, duh. What did you think he was gonna do? What the fuck? It's like, I didn't vote for this. Yeah, you did. You voted for many things. You voted for Project 2025, which he still hasn't fulfilled his promise on. You voted for the dismantling of the Department of Education. And by the way, as a person who works in the DOE, I have to say, it's like, why? Like, a lot of Trump supporters, like, they're on essentially like benefits and SNAP and Medicaid, and like I feel like the DOE, especially in New York, the Department of Education is one of the biggest resources that they have. Not only when it comes to education, but when it comes to childcare. Like, who's gonna like? It's free education. It's free childcare. Who else is gonna watch after your kid? Who else is going to teach him stuff, and teach him basic human knowledge and like so basic socialization? Not you. You're too busy grinding it out at your blue collar job that you hate so much. You know, we're too busy with those 10-hour shifts. Look at them hands, psh, liberal hands. Who else is going to take care of your children? Not to mention, it's like I gotta say, and it's kind of sad that he's actually planning on doing this, especially since the education system is like it's rough. It's pretty rough because like I work in like the summer like okay, so basically I work in a nonprofit, and like the nonprofit is like also is an after school program, and basically some of the people in said nonprofit also work for the DOE, and when it comes to paraprofessionals, like there are kids who I work with. I'm not a para, you know. I work in after school programs, but they're in such dire need of IEPs. Like we have kids that I like that work in a specific grade. They work. These kids are at a second grade level. Some kids in that class are still writing like it's kindergarten. These kids desperately need a para, but because of lack of funding, lack of investment, lack of like investment, lack of lack of decent oversight, these kids are going to suffer. These kids are going to suffer. These kids are going to not only suffer academically but socially. And this is from the party that cares so much about children. And I don't mean to get political, but it's hard to basically not do that when it's like right in front of your face. You know? They voted for this. What do you want me to say? It's wild. It's very wild. You know? It's gonna be real hard for them. Because they often come from not the most affluent background. They don't have resources that they need to essentially help them or keep them on task. Or honestly, they're not given the environment. Like some of these kids, they're in regular classes when they need to be in special ed classes. And there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. They just process information and they process information and stimuli differently, and that needs to be, that needs to be nourished. You know? That needs to be recognized, and it isn't. And it's just sad. It's just insanely saddening to me that this is happening. And then again, I'm not like a, I don't, okay, I say I work in the DOE, but I work with the DOE through the nonprofit that I work at, West Tab, stuff like that. Not because at this point, them being around is public information. Honestly, I'm not doxing any of the kids that I'm working with, so it's pretty good. And it's just sad. It's just sad, and it's terrifying. Honestly, the most I could do is just pray. The most I can do is just pray. And hope that they get the help that they need and deserve. Because they're not getting it from the DOE. And not to like, and this is not me talking shit on any of the professionals who work at the DOE. Because honestly, they're doing the best they can. But at the end, they can only do so much, and they also have families to feed. It's like, goddamn. You know what this is the equivalent to? It's like having this buddy, and it's like, you know, him. You're watching this. You're watching your buddy, your poor friend or girlfriend, not girlfriend, but like female platonic friend, go through this toxic relationship with this absolute train wreck of a person, this horrible person. You know, it's like you hear like, you know, stories about like how like, you know, it's like of all the fucked up shit that they've done. You know, it's like, you know, it's like, you know, it's like you've been there for them in their lowest times with this person, or it's like, you know, it's like you're like you're at your friend's room, and your like hand is on his shoulder, and he's bawling his eyes out because she cheated on him, or like she like, you know, or like you're basically kind of like, you know, it's like you're giving him an ice pack to his eye because she, you know, she abused him because, you know, she had this dream where he cheated on her, despite the fact that she's probably cheating on him. Or you're, you know, you're basically like, you know, consoling your female friend because, you know, it's like, you know, it's like he's, you know, he's like, he forgot the anniversary. He forgot their anniversary, or like, you know, it's like he forgot her birthday, or, you know, again, cheating. And then essentially, and then, you know, after like breaking up with him or her, you think, hey, we're finally free. We're like, you know, it's like things are great for her. You know, it's been like she like that awful person, that fucking creature that she used to call, or that he or she used to call her boyfriend or girlfriend, is gone, and my boy's living life. And next thing you know, you get the text, like, you know, next thing you know, you go to a family reunion, and your buddy's there, and guess who he shows up with? The same girl, or you know, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? What, did you not remember what she did to you? It's like, you know, it's just different, you know, it's just, you know, and next thing you know, you're back here in the same spot where it's like, oh my god, she did it again! This isn't what I signed up for! Oh my god, I can't believe she lied to me! And it's like, you can't believe it, dude? You can't believe it. I don't know, I feel like I can believe it. I think it's possible. Highly plausible. You know? It's like you're back with that person, or that woman, or that man, or whoever that person identifies with as, who's obviously like the worst partner for you. It's just like, it's just, and it's like you think, hey, second time's the charm. No, and it's already, it's like she's like, you know, already she won't give up. She won't give up, you know, the list of dudes she's talking to. She won't. She's already like using your wallet to like buy more expensive shit that you don't need, or this guy's already like, you know, it's like he already like, you know, like won't give up, you know, the second phone, or he's already like using your money to buy whatever video game, overpriced video game trinket that he wants, despite, or like whatever the fuck, or like, I don't know. It's just, it's like It's like you're the friend who means well, and America is basically just like a person just trapped in a toxic relationship, toxic cycle. And the worst part about this is the healthy people. It's like, yeah, it's like the girl could go for the guy, like go for the person who's like much healthier for her, but like she has no charisma, and she has major nice guy syndrome or nice girl syndrome, the major nice guy syndrome, where it's like he's passive aggressive, kind of condescending. He says he's nice, but like it's like he does something that's very like he's like very like he's like very passive aggressive, condescending, and you know does stuff behind your back too that he's not exactly honest about. It's like that. It's sad. Oh, wait, hold on. Can you hear? Hello? Hello? Okay. Lone wolf, no cub. Okay, I am. Wow. How's it going? Okay, I'm going. I'm going good. I've just done venting. Well, that's embarrassing. I'm also studying. I'm trying to get better at painting. You know? Yeah. I hope you didn't like. I don't know. I'm sorry if any of my political opinions are off-putting to you. I didn't really think anyone would be here. Being honest here. Um, yeah. Honestly, no one comes. It's like I have like said some like pretty like wild stuff on here, like knowing exactly like that no one's gonna come. So it's like no one's gonna come watch this. So screw it. I can do whatever I want. I can talk about this, that, and the third. No one's gonna talk. No one's gonna come. No one's gonna clip this and you know talk about how unhinged I am as a person. Like why would I need to do? Why would I need to practice caution? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if you agree, but that's just how I feel. I feel like America is like is like it's it's like your friend, yeah, who's just it's cool with you. Thank you, thank you. America's your friend who's just like in a toxic relationship with a terrible, awful girl, or like an awful person if they're part of the LGBTQ, who keeps on lying to them, who keeps on abusing them, who keeps on cheating on them, and it's like you obviously like you want the best for your buddy, and you want him to leave that guy, just leave his ass, but for some reason, the guy like your buddy is just like you don't know them like I do, or she she says she'll stop. I trust her. And it's like, no. It's like, dude. Yeah. Oh, really? You're doing the pitch? I don't know. I'm not Ryan Gutierrez, but I'd like to. Can you like pitch that to me? I'd like to hear it. Cause like I don't know. It's like I don't know. One of my favorite things to do is pitch stuff to people, and I like to hear pitches. I don't know. I feel like it's really cool to kind of like ping pong back ideas. It's something that I would do a lot in the Art Students League. Wait, you would know how? Wait, what situation? Miss Tell wouldn't. Oh, I wouldn't know how to handle the situation. Oh yeah, no, no, me neither. Me neither. But yeah, no, I'd like to hear the pitch. Cause like so far, I don't know. I feel like I pitch a lot of ideas. Oh, yeah, no, go ahead. Start a graphic novel. I believe if Ryan thinks you can do it, I believe in you too, man. Honestly, the one thing I want you to do is don't end up like me. Do you know how many graphic novel ideas I have in the back burner? Like a lot, and I have not come close to finishing any of them. Like I'm pathetic when it comes to this. Like when it comes to like short comic stories, I could finish them. It's no problem. But when it comes to like expansive like narratives, okay, give me the brief. Type type in the chat. Okay, so this is a story of an alternate timeline in which J.P. Morgan decides to go ahead with Tesla's free energy proposal, and then turns around to still charge people money for the energy. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's no, that makes sense. Which is I'm waiting on the next part. Which is okay? So basically, this is a story in an alternate time when J.P. Morgan decides to go ahead with Tesla's free energy proposal, and then basically goes behind his back and still charges people for it. I mean, like, what does that what happens from that? Like, does Nikola Tesla become a supervillain? Does he become an anarchist? Okay, but a story will involve a scientist also in underground resistance who just so happens to smuggle a little bit of Teslas. Well, oh, what a miniaturized version of the Teleforce, which is basically Death Ray. It'll be cool. Oh, hold this. J.P. Morgan. God, that dude's got a schnoz. Fucking, look at the horn on that. Jesus Christ. That's a. That shit was purple? Ooh. Looks like a strawberry, bro. Ugh. I don't know. I don't need to be. I don't need to be body shaming. I don't want body shaming. You know what? Hold on. Let's see if he has any. Oh right. Okay, so basically, let me just. Going to be different looking, but a similar 1940s setting. Hey, that actually sounds pretty cool. Basically, it's like essentially just Nikola Tesla. Basically, it's like, it's like fuck it. I have tried and tried and tried to do business and tried to basically kind of like
improve the world through a capitalistic setting, but I keep on getting screwed over by these businesses and these robber barons. So I'm just going to become a supervillain. I'm just gonna just destroy the checkerboard. I'm just this is a game of poker. I'm just gonna flip the table over and shoot all the players. It'd be also pretty cool. It's like, well, I've heard that, like, I don't know, you could do some research into J.P. Morgan. Apparently, like, this is me just I could be talking out my ass here, but J.P. Morgan did have connections to the mob, and so maybe like a good antagonist for this scientist underground could essentially be just like the mob, like essentially like he, like they like of course like J.P. Morgan and the mob basically sent in a mole into the scientist underground. Basically, they essentially steal schematics for the advanced weaponry that Nikola Tesla and like the scientific underground developed. Oh, that's pretty cool. Eventually, you have like as a resisting money, greed, power, sees it all becomes your different. Okay, and then and yeah, no, that could work. I love to see it in the. I'd love to see like the first 6 pages. When you're done, like send them to me. I love to read it over. That would be absolutely amazing. If Ryan believes you can do it, then so can I. It'd be funny if Ryan were to immediately withdraw his support, and then I flip flop. It's like, you know what? On second thought, nah, be a doctor. Oh, nice. Can't wait to see it. It's like, nah, you don't got this. You don't got the talent, kid. And it's like, I immediately just flip flop on you. It's like, get a job. Put the fries in the bag. This shit's me. You'll never make it in this business. No, no, I'm just kidding. Hmm. You're nothing. Never an honest word, and that was when I ruled the world.
That's the spirit. I wish I had that. I overthink, you know, and I doubt way too much. Mm. Mm. Hold on. Mom's up from a short nap. I gotta take off, but I'll be seeing you out here again. Hey man, I'll see you again. By the way, I saw one of your earlier chats. Thank you for taking your day off and like the precious time from your day off to watch my stream and to tolerate my insane rants. Thank you. You're a real one. Yeah, I know this might be too much to ask, but uh, before getting off, could you be a pal and you know, give a like to this video? I know this seems a bit, you know, bit scummy, but you know, try like it's. I think I don't know, kind of trying to, you know, trying to build something here with this. I'm not sure what it is, but I hope I build a career out of it, and I feel like you liking this would help. Thank you. You got something that looks awesome. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Laters, man. Laters. Hear Jerusalem bells ringing, rolling Calvary choirs singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in the farm field. For some reason I can't explain, once you were gone there was never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world. I used to rule the world, get some head when I gave the word. Now, okay, now I got caught up on the jumbo screen. Now my wife is leaving me. I gotta. You know what I want to do? I want to recreate that CEO, like that CEO
jumbo moment with a friend, like a buddy. Like it's like maybe like during like a, I don't know, like during a hang, me and a buddy could like just literally like just pretend to be the couple. It's like the hilarious guy on guy, as Community he would once stated. I mean, it is hilarious. No offense to like gay couples, but it's kind of funny. It's like, whoa, guy on guy. That's so unheard of. Most unorthodox. Shock jock humor. I would love to do that like for a girlfriend's birthday. Just like get a homie, and it's like take her to a concert, and then basically like get the get the music get the tech guys to basically pan to us. Me and a boy, me and a friend, and we're like we're like cuddling up like the CEO couple, like oh, and then next thing you know it's like oh like it'd be funny. It'd be funny. Anyway, it's about that time. I gotta go. I gotta go. But before we go, I'd like to do a painting check. See how it looks on the stream. Does it look good? Does it look clean? Yes, it does. My beautiful brown boy. My son. Alright. Alright. You know what? I should finish this. This is almost done, actually. I have gotten back to working on this. I'm doing the rest traditionally because I have a problem when it comes to basically just layer organization. But when it is done, it's going to be awesome. Awesome for you because you get to see some Warhammer fan and goodness. And awesome for me because I don't have to worry about finishing this anymore. I can finally move the fuck on. Yeah. This has been Jacobo Mediano. This is a stream, and I hope you liked it. This guy certainly does. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. I love it.